Welcome to Lesson 6.4 of the Grant Architect course. In this lesson, we explore biosketches in NIH and NSF formats. Federal research agencies require specific structured biographical information about key personnel. Understanding these formats is essential for federal grant applications. The biosketch serves as a summary of your qualifications, experience, and relevant accomplishments that establish your ability to conduct the proposed work. Each agency has specific requirements that must be followed precisely. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the components of NIH and NSF biosketches, how to prepare them effectively, and common mistakes to avoid when completing these important documents. A biosketch is a standardized summary of qualifications and experience. Understanding what biosketches are and why they matter starts here. The definition is a formatted document summarizing professional background, positions, training, and relevant accomplishments. Biosketches are more structured than resumes or CVs and follow specific agency requirements. The purpose is to demonstrate capability to conduct the proposed research successfully. Reviewers use biosketches to assess whether personnel have the expertise needed for the project. Requirements are format specified by the funding agency with precise instructions. NIH and NSF have distinct biosketch formats with different sections and page limits. Using the wrong format can result in rejection without review. Key personnel, including the PI and significant contributors, submit biosketches as part of the application. Everyone with substantial intellectual contribution typically needs a biosketch included in the submission. NIH Biosketch Section A is the personal statement, your opportunity to make a direct connection between your background and the proposed research. This narrative section allows you to go beyond lists of positions and publications to explain why you are the right person for this work. Begin by briefly describing your research focus and expertise. What questions drive your work? What approaches characterize your research? This establishes your scientific identity. Then connect your background specifically to the proposed project. What experience prepares you for this particular study? What preliminary work have you done? What unique perspective do you bring? Include relevant, ongoing, and completed research support if it demonstrates your track record and commitment to this area. Mention collaborators whose involvement strengthens the team. If you have mentoring experience relevant to training components, include this. For early career investigators, the personal statement can address how this project fits your career development trajectory. What will you learn? How will this position you for future work? For established investigators, emphasize the evolution of your work and how this project extends your contributions. The personal statement should be concise but compelling, using the limited space to make a strong case for your suitability. Section A of the NIH Biosketch is the personal statement. The purpose is to explain why you are suited for this specific project. This is not a generic statement but tailored to the application. Content describes qualifications, relevant experience, and commitment to the project. What in your background makes you right for this work? Why should reviewers have confidence in you? Length is approximately 1/2 page. This should be concise and focused. Every sentence should contribute to making the case. Citations allow up to 4 relevant publications. These should be directly relevant to the proposed project. They provide evidence supporting your qualifications. NIH Section B covers positions, honors, and employment history. This section documents your professional trajectory and recognition in the field. For positions, list your current position first, followed by previous positions in reverse chronological order. Include the institution or organization name, your title, and the dates of employment. Focus on positions relevant to your research career rather than providing a comprehensive employment history. The honors portion should highlight significant recognitions that establish your standing in the field. Include major awards, named lectures, society fellowships, and other distinctions that demonstrate peer recognition of your contributions. Be selective rather than exhaustive. Choose honors that are most relevant and impressive rather than padding with minor recognitions. For employment history, focus on research and academic positions rather than unrelated work experience. If you have had career interruptions or non-traditional paths, you may address these in the personal statement. The goal of this section is to demonstrate a coherent professional trajectory that establishes you as a qualified researcher capable of conducting the proposed work successfully. Section C describes contributions to science. The structure allows up to 5 contributions, each with narrative description. This replaced the previous publication list format. Contributions can represent bodies of work rather than individual papers. The narrative describes your specific role and the significance of each contribution. What did you do? Why did it matter? How did it advance the field? This narrative approach highlights impact. Citations allow up to 4 publications per contribution. Publications should support and document the contribution described. Total citations across all contributions should not exceed 20. Historical context allows inclusion of earlier work if it is foundational. Contributions do not need to be recent. Seminal early work can be included if it demonstrates important qualifications. NIH Section D addresses synergistic activities, highlighting broader impacts of your work beyond publications and grants. This section allows you to demonstrate engagement with the scientific community and society. Include up to 5 examples of activities that show your influence and engagement. Teaching and mentoring activities demonstrate investment in developing the next generation of researchers. Describe significant teaching contributions, mentoring relationships, and training programs you have developed or led. Service to the scientific community includes leadership roles in professional organizations, editorial board service, grant review panel participation, and other contributions to the field. These activities show that you are an engaged member of the research community. Broader impacts might include public engagement, policy contributions, community partnerships, or technology transfer. Describe how your work has influenced practice, policy, or public understanding beyond academic publications. When selecting activities for this section, choose those most relevant to the proposed research and most impressive in demonstrating your engagement and influence. Quality matters more than quantity in this limited space. NSF Biosketch Overview reveals important differences from NIH format that require attention. The NSF Biosketch has evolved and currently includes several distinct sections. Professional preparation covers your educational background, including institutions, majors, and degrees earned. Appointments lists your professional positions in reverse chronological order. Products allows you to list up to 5 publications or other research products most closely related to the proposed project, plus up to 5 other significant products. These replace the traditional publication list with a focus on quality over quantity. Synergistic activities similar to NIH describes broader impacts and engagement. Unlike NIH, NSF Biosketches have a strict 2-page limit that must be respected. NSF also requires a separate collaborators and other affiliations document that tracks potential conflicts of interest. This document must be updated regularly and follows specific formatting requirements. Understanding these NSF-specific requirements is essential for successful federal research applications. Using incorrect formats or exceeding page limits can result in application rejection without review. The NSF products section has unique characteristics. The definition includes publications, datasets, software, patents, and copyrights. NSF recognizes diverse scholarly outputs beyond journal articles. Categories divide products into 2 groups. Products closely related to the proposed project demonstrate relevant expertise. Other significant products demonstrate broader scholarly contribution. The limit is up to 5 products in each category, for a maximum of 10 total products. This is fewer citations than NIH allows. The broader definition is not limited to publications. If you created an important data set, developed influential software, or hold relevant patents, these count as products. NSF values diverse outputs. Using ScienceCV streamlines biosketch preparation for federal grants. ScienceCV is the Science Experts Network curriculum vitae system maintained by the National Center for Biotechnology Information. This free tool helps researchers create and maintain biosketches in formats required by federal agencies. Key benefits include format compliance. ScienceCV automatically formats your information according to current agency requirements, reducing the risk of errors that could jeopardize your application. The system updates when requirements change. Data integration allows ScienceCV to pull information from other sources including ORCID, ERA Commons, and PubMed. This reduces data entry and helps ensure accuracy. Multiple format support means you can generate biosketches for different agencies from a single profile. Create your profile once, then export in NIH, NSF, or other formats as needed. Version management helps you track different versions of your biosketch over time. You can maintain updated information while preserving versions submitted with specific applications. To use ScienceCV effectively, create an account, link to your other professional profiles, and keep your information current. Generate fresh biosketches for each application rather than using outdated versions. Common biosketch mistakes undermine applications. Wrong format means using NIH format for NSF or vice versa. Each agency requires its specific format. Using the wrong one signals carelessness or inexperience. Exceeding limits by having too many pages or citations causes problems. Page limits are strict. Citation limits exist. Exceeding these can result in administrative rejection. Generic statements mean personal statements not tailored to the specific project. Reviewers notice when statements could apply to any application. Tailor the personal statement to each submission. Missing information means incomplete sections or gaps in career history. Unexplained gaps raise questions. Incomplete sections look unprepared. Address all required elements. Writing effective personal statements strengthens biosketches. Project-specific means directly addressing the proposed work. Why are you qualified for this specific project? Make explicit connections between your experience and proposed work. Evidence-based means supporting claims with examples. Do not just say you have expertise. Point to specific work demonstrating that expertise. Publications cited should directly support claims. Confident means asserting qualifications clearly. This is not the place for modesty. State your qualifications directly. Reviewers should finish with no doubt about your capability. Concise means every sentence should contribute. Space is limited. Eliminate redundancy. Each sentence should add unique value to your case. Selecting contributions and products requires strategic thinking. Relevance means choosing work most relevant to the proposed project. The most impressive work may not be most relevant. Prioritize fit with the current proposal. Impact means highlighting your highest impact work. What publications are most cited? What contributions most advance the field? Impact demonstrates significance. Recency generally favors recent work unless earlier work is foundational. Recent work shows current activity and capability. However, seminal early work can demonstrate foundational contributions. Diversity shows range of contribution types. Different types of contributions demonstrate breadth. Including datasets or software alongside publications shows diverse scholarly activity. Here is a practical exercise to apply what you have learned. Step 1. Create a ScienceCV account if you do not have one. Go to the NCBI website and access My NCBI. Registration is free. Step 2. Enter your positions, education, and key publications. Build your profile with comprehensive information. Link to ORCID if you have one. Step 3. Draft a project-specific personal statement. Write a statement for a current or potential proposal. Make it specific to that project. Step 4. Generate a biosketch in the appropriate format. Export in NIH or NSF format as needed. Review for compliance with all requirements. Let us summarize the key points from this lesson on NIH and NSF biosketches. Federal research agencies require specific biosketch formats that must be followed precisely. Using incorrect formats or exceeding page limits can result in rejection. NIH biosketches include a personal statement connecting your background to the proposed work, positions and honors documenting your professional trajectory, contributions to science highlighting significant accomplishments with citations, and synergistic activities demonstrating broader engagement. NSF biosketches include professional preparation covering education, appointments listing positions, products highlighting 10 key research outputs, and synergistic activities showing broader impacts. The 2-page limit is strict. CNCV provides a useful tool for creating compliant biosketches. It integrates with other systems, ensures format compliance, and supports multiple agency formats. Update your ScienceCV profile regularly so you can quickly generate current biosketches when opportunities arise. In our next lesson, we will explore narrative format biosketches used by foundations and other non-federal funders that offer more flexibility in presentation.